One of the questions we get asked the most in the 4am Club with our network of entrepreneurs is, Marcius, how do I scale my business? How do I take it from 10 employees to 100 employees? It's not as simple as just hiring more people. If you want to 10x your business, apart from the fact that you've got to 10x the marketing as well, but if you want to 10x it, you've got to hire the right people, right? And you have to implement culture. Here's 4 ways of doing that. Number 1, define core values and live them. Right? Not just in the workplace, but in your industry, in your personal lives. If you are not going to live the values and principles that you've established, first of all, you can't live values and principles that you haven't even established. So you've got to identify what values and principles is it that we want to live by, work by, and operate by. And then you as the leader and other people in the companies as leaders need to live that. Right? It needs to shine through you in your workplace. Your people will do what they think is okay with you. If you make it okay to show up late to the office, right? Or to talk in a certain way to a client, then they will do that as well. So you have to lead by example, right? They need to see the values and principles of this company in you and in management. For example, in our company, I value personal growth, honesty, hard work, and loyalty. I value this more than competence. It's very seldomly that you will find a person that is able, willing, and loyal. Most of the time, you're either going to get an able person, but they're not loyal. Or you're going to get a willing person that's loyal, but is not able. It's very seldomly that you find all 3 in one person. If you are not a loyal person, I cannot make you loyal, but I can make you able or competent, right? I need people that are willing and able. Those are the 2 main things for me at first. I can make you competent after that. Second up, hire people that fit the culture, right? You can't hire people that fit the culture if you haven't even identified what the culture is. Things I look at here, what ethics does this person have? What beliefs do they have? I want their perception of the world to be aligned with mine, or at least be very close, right? Or aligned with the company's view of the world, view of the marketplace, view of business. What type of habits does this person have? Again, not just in the workplace, but in their personal lives. I will not hire an overweight person. I've got nothing against people that are overweight, but generally speaking, a person that is overweight and that cannot take care of themselves will also not take care of my business. That's just the way it is. I'm extreme like that. I know a lot of corporate companies will never dive into that, but I say it as it is over here, right? Is the person competent? Once again, going back to the previous point, I can deal with a person that's able and willing, and perhaps he's not competent. I can make him competent, but ideally, if we can, we want to find somebody that's able, willing, and competent. What type of persona does this person have? Is it the type of guy that will over-deliver? I'm one of those people. I'm extreme in many areas of my life. I over-promise and I over-deliver. I want people that are crazy enough to think they can do the same. Number 3, invest in development. We are tribal beings. Look at your company as a tribe, right? If you invest in the tribe, in certain sectors of the tribe, we can almost look at it as a kingdom. If you invest in certain sectors of the kingdom and the leadership in those sectors, then of course you will develop the kingdom. You develop the people, you develop the business, you increase the value that you provide to the marketplace, you make more money. You want to focus on building people's abilities, right? Praise what they are doing great, and you will get more things to praise. Instead of telling people all the time what they are doing wrong, and this is something I can take my own advice here. Sometimes I can be a bit over the top, right? I want it my way or no way at all. When you invest in people's abilities and you focus on the things that they are good at, you will develop those abilities. You want to empower them, right? I can't empower you if I cannot trust you. I need to show you that I trust you enough to deal with this certain thing in order for you to feel empowered, in order for you to become more responsible. The more I empower you, the more responsibility you can take on, the more value you can bring to the table in the organization. And when a person does that, they should get a bigger piece of the pie. In my organization, I focus heavily on the development of mental, spiritual, and physical growth. I cannot expect a person to perform at an extraordinary level if they do not develop themselves spiritually, mentally, and physically. Those are the 3 areas in your life. If you continuously develop them, you build the habit of developing them, then you will level up your avatar, right? I need people that are extraordinary in all areas of their lives. If there's something wrong in your marriage, why is there something wrong in your marriage? Why did you do that? Why did you do this? How can we help you? How can we lift you up? We don't leave no man behind. If something goes wrong in your life, if you are at a higher level in these 3 areas of your being, you will deal with adversity a lot easier. It will not be as much of a challenge for you as it is for the person that did not invest in these areas of their lives. And I want extraordinary people. I want superheroes running around here in my company. Last but not least, cultivate ownership and collaboration. Instill a sense of leave no man behind. If somebody in the office, one of the salesmen, is not hitting his target, the other salesman will go and help that oak. They'll find out what's happening, what's going on in your life. How are you feeling? Where are you getting stuck? We help each other, right? Because if we help each other, we help the business. If we help the business, we help ourselves. When there's ownership, people will trust themselves more. And when there's collaboration, they will trust each other more. And that will shine through in our service and in our products, and clients will trust us even more. The good book says, occupy until I come back. Let your people occupy. Let them build under a leader, not a ruler, right? I am not a ruler. I need to lead my people. But they need to rule certain segments of the kingdom. And if I cannot let them occupy and rule those segments until they make a mistake, and then I go and help them, then I'm going to have to do it myself. It's going to mean that I'm going to end up being a micromanager, and I'm going to manage all these small little divisions in the kingdom, and I'm never going to have time to actually build the kingdom. Hope this was valuable. Be blessed.